welcome back to Relics of the Past. As I'm Saul, the DM for the campaign, and I am joined by Nate, who is playing,
Kain.
along with his brother, Other, which is being played by Dare.
The name's Abe. It's nice to meet you again.
We have Siren, who is playing.
Estrella. It's been a while since we've seen each other, yeah?
With Jawbone, we also have Viking joining us as
Michaeleen of Kaidala. Good to see you all.
when we last left off. The party left the city of Arathnica in their new ship, the Seraphim. And after traveling a few hours across the desert, Ezet saw a black void appear around the horizon. The great pit of the Alacrian wastes is coming into view. After a few short hours, the dark pit along the horizon began to grow and grow at an exponential rate. The closer you get to it, more bits of what seem to be shimmering lights above it and near the edge seem to appear until you guys were no more than 20 miles out. You guys begin seeing what looked like to be sharp pillars of a crystalline structure. After a few moments, you guys couldn't recognize it, but then realized it was glass. Pillars upon pillars of these sharp points of glass, almost forming a crown around the pit for several miles. And the closer you get to the pit, the more pronounced and taller and sharper these pillars are, branching off in all separate directions. You can even see bits and pieces of broken pillars along the ground. After traveling for a bit, the ship is currently hovering about 80 feet above the edge of the pit. You guys look down and it is sheer darkness. The sunlight is illuminating it along the walls and about to almost touch the bottom. It looks like this pit's probably an easy maybe 10,000 feet wide, I'd say, from one edge to the other, if not more. And maybe about double that in depth. What is everyone doing when they see this?
I'm going to assume that big ass hole.
I'm going to assume that I don't see this because I'm still in the little like barricade. But
Yes.
I'm still like searching my way around.
I presume Dare, anything particularly do when you guys get to the edge of this?
I mean, honestly, the ship's probably going to, obviously, it's going to quiet down slightly as it's switching from active rust to kind of a hover.
Okay.
But at the same time, did you say it was 10,000 feet, like, in or across?
10,000 foot wide, and if not double that deep.
Gotcha.
It's a big bitch. Wait, 10,000. Is that mile like 5,000?
That's 2 miles. That's a really small pit.
Okay,
if that's
okay.
the size of
maybe
the pit, your map is really tiny.
Okay. Then maybe it's about, let's say, 1,000 miles. 50 miles?
No, 1,000 miles.
Okay.
It's up to you entirely.
Yeah, again, that's one thing and stuff. We definitely need to do some scaling and shit because it's just whack. Put this way, the map may not be to exact specifications.
Well, I mean, Arathnica is sort of a small city, but it's a giant.
Yeah.
Part of it's on the giant back of a giant centipede. I would say the centipede's probably
Can you please remember to
a mile or two long. So if that's only part of the city, the entire city's probably about 3 miles in diameter.
So if that's 3, and that's about, it could easily hold maybe like 4 to 5 Rathnicas.
Yeah.
Super yummy.
Okay, so So what? Ravnica, let's say Ravnica is an easy 4 miles across.
You can taste the apple
So
cider.
Half
this
of
thing
that
is
being
a 16-mile diameter.
16 to 20. Yep.
16 to 20 mile diameter.
They're
Okay.
extra special.
Now,
Yeah.
do we see any sort of like
Guzzle down
s-
the apple
maybe
cider.
scaffolding structures built down onto the side of the pit? Like people tried building down into it to see what's at the bottom. But is there anything like that? Any man-made structures inside the pit?
The sheer size of the pit is rather large. You would, and from where you currently are, I'm gonna say everyone's on the bridge besides Jawbone. Jawbone at the least.
I was in the crow's nest last episode.
Oh yes, you were up there.
So
If
Michaeleen
you
and Nate
guys,
are up in the crow's nest. I'm in the bridge.
yeah,
Estrella's in the library and Jawbone's in a storage closet.
yeah.
So nobody's even looking at this place except me. Or no,
I mean,
actually,
we can
Michaeleen and Nate,
definitely see it.
Michaeleen and Nate could probably see more than I can.
Yeah. You guys definitely see its splendor a lot more. I will say this. For the people in the crow's nest, you do see that this pit's rather wide. The first, and it actually kind of, anyway, it goes, you can see the walls all very much craggled all the way around, but they seem to go down and then get to a slope that proceeds to slope down and then dip down again, and maybe does that maybe 2-3 times.
Sounds like the hole in the forest, but bigger.
Or this is a gigantic ass sarlacc.
Oh no!
One big ass sarlacc. Where's Boba Fett when we need him?
Did y'all know?
Probably in the sarlacc.
No.
Did you
It's
know
not
they-
Sarlacc, it's the mother worm. The mother
y'all
of all worms.
Did y'all know that the
Oh,
sarlacc
okay.
keeps their prey alive?
Yes.
Well, not
indeed,
alive. It
No,
takes
alive,
that
fully
long to
alive.
it takes that long to digest. It's not intentionally keeping them alive. It takes
No,
that long to digest them.
No,
Along-
I saw that they explained a little more. It keeps the sentience when it digests them. It keeps the brain too.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like so, when it's digesting them,
Okay,
it's
okay, okay.
keeping them alive at the same time.
Okay, okay. I love this. I love this. We only have an hour before people start tapping out, particularly Goblin. And I am fucking sending this and stuff. So I'm just like this, all side chat, I will steamroll over for this one thing and stuff. So I'm sorry about the politeness and stuff.
Understood.
You're getting steamrolled over for side chat. So all y'all see this, you see the dip down stuff. I'm gonna say all you gathered collectively in the thing. Jawbone manages to get convinced or dragged into the control room by Nodo.
I was
At
about
least.
to say I was bashing my way through the hall, but yeah, that's a bit more elegant.
Yes. So
We
everyone's
heard
in the
some about
command,
potatoes.
all the command rooms. Everyone's in the control room where Abe is, and then all of a sudden the door slides open. I presume sliding doors.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Door
it has that
slide open.
classic Star Trek.
Yeah. Anyway, proceed to slide open, and Nodo dragging a giant green mass behind him, which is about double his size. Eyes
Is it a giant potato?
with ease, I might add.
It's Nodo. We're not surprised. Nodo, what the fuck is that?
Do you not recognize your own teammate, or is this an intruder? You take a look and realize it's Jawbone.
Hello.
You okay, Jawbone?
Where are we?
He refused your
Yeah.
call, so I decided to bring him here.
Okay.
Was that not needed?
No, thank you, Nodo. Thank you, Nodo.
Proceeds to drop his ankles and just walk out of the room.
Thank you, small one.
Door closes half. Like his head's still in like the doorway. The door tries to close. Bonk. Opens up a bit. Bonk. And just doing that.
Intelligence is not his highest score, is it?
Jawbone,
It is
stand
not.
up.
Shiny man. Hello. What are we doing here?
Jawbone, when you stand up, you see through the glass screen and see the great pit in front of the ship. That you guys, pit. Roll me a wisdom save, real quick.
Who?
Jawbone.
Oh, right. Nate.
Yeah,
No, not Nate. Michaeleen, big D20, please.
Big boy D20.
Boy, I have.
It's a big boy for Jawbone.
Thank you, Michaeleen.
Okay.
His mic's behind him.
Big D20. Seven.
Oh no.
What's your wisdom mod?
Wisdom. Oh, shit. Wisdom mod is +1.
+1. Does Jawbone have a fear of heights?
Depends how high.
Very high.
Also,
You
keep
are
in mind that he is also inside of a building that is surrounded on all sides.
Yes, but he is 80 feet off the ground, and the ship is over a giant pit that goes maybe about 1,000 times that in depth.
Okay, he's not afraid of heights necessarily. He's just concerned, like for the
Concerned.
surroundings.
He's like,
Okay.
did a potato go off here?
So, Jawbone, as you look out in front of you and stuff, you just get like this feeling just sinks in your gut and stuff, like bad, very bad.
Instinctively,
You are
pulls
uncomfortable.
out- instinctively, he just kind of goes like, and like pulls out his like jawbone weapon and like grips the grip like as a like a coping mechanism.
No, Jawbone. It's fine. We're going down anyways.
Here is all
Down.
you find, my friend.
Down.
you?
We're going to the ground.
I hear you there, well, Michaeleen.
Dare I sent you the things, by the way.
I saw it.
Estrella's made it up to the above deck, and she now sees what's going on.
Okay.
Hey, Molly.
So, how exactly is the party going to make it down to the ground?
Okay, so I was planning a bit ahead for this. I have a couple options. I have one of them I know for a fact works because people have done it for years. Another I haven't tested yet, and the last one's a bit riskier. How would you like to proceed?
I'm gonna run and jump off the edge.
And that would be the last option. All right. Well, Kane's taking the fast way. Who's next?
Like I'm
There
talking.
are two options, if you would.
I'm talking full blown like jump.
You're gonna swan dive out of there.
Yep. Just
Are you
running
doing off
and
the
just.
Oh, so I'm gonna say you run off the bow of the ship. Okay, so at least you're above the pit, so you'll fall into it.
And I'm just gonna form
Fucking swan
parachute
dived
slash
off a
gliding
diving board.
wings out of my tendrils.
He's going to squirrel suit himself.
Scroll suit.
Roll me a dex check to see if you can form those in time or have difficulty.
I can
with that.
definitely form them in time with how deep the pit is, sir.
I know, but you might be. Well, again, if you fail,
I got a net fucking 20 pounds.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You never doing this before, just for some reason get a natural rhythm for it and stuff. You believe your sister's kind of channeling her energy through you at the moment and stuff. You naturally just kind of stretch your arms out.
Well, no, I've
stretch-
actually done this before in the shadow realm. I
Yeah,
just
you-
wouldn't do this without experience.
Actually, yeah. It's something that you haven't done in a long time, but you stretch out and stuff and manage to get the perfect glide set up.
He cliff dives naked.
Well, there's Kane's way, which is just jumping and seeing what happens. Or we can rappel down. Or I have something new. It's essentially a backpack that will catch
Is it a
you.
parachute?
And how on
Good night.
earth does a backpack on your back that's falling with you catch you?
Fuck around, fuck around and find out.
boat too big.
Fuck around and find out.
Joke's on you. I made it bigger.
No, I'm genuinely curious.
Essentially, there's a tightly packed cloth inside that's tied to the backpack. Once you pull a certain string, it'll release the cloth and catch wind.
So
it's a
essentially what I did, but with extra steps.
So it's a parachute.
What's a
I
parachute?
will say your character does know of its existence. You read a lot of history books and read of such things in the flying section.
I think Olviti told me something about parachutes. When I was younger, something about
Flying
diving
machines.
off of a flying machine or off a large cliff and
Oh, so you guys do know
Floating
what they are. Okay. I just haven't tested the ones I made yet. It's kind of
Right.
hard to test the efficacy when no one's willing to jump.
I say Estrella tries it first, considering she can actually fly.
I would have had Kain try,
Looks
but
like-
he fucking jumped.
I was going to fly down.
Nodo kind of pokes his head and stuff. Master, boss, I'm more than willing to test any inventions, even the more dangerous ones. Proceeds to walk out.
Crash test dummy. Does he?
No,
is there a
you know you're coming with us.
How many Nodos are there? Is there? Do you have like several Nodos, or is there just one Nodo?
It's like BT
as
where they transfer
far-
the consciousness.
As far as everyone knows right now, there's only one Nodo, except the 14 others that are keeping the engine running.
Oh, and is there one dedicated yellow with white and black circle? Is there a crash test Nodo? Dedicated crash test Nodo?
Maybe.
It just just sends you back the results. It's like a remote control body. He can just transfer himself back to the normal one.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. I
The
will
body's
say
not
this.
finished, but he is being built.
Anyway, OG Nodo does have some small attachments and stuff. He does now have some dedicated markings on him and stuff that the others simply do not.
Nodo has a commander marking.
Mm-hmm. The rest do not. So
I
he's
have
officially
established
known
a
as
ranking system within my subordinates now.
yes, and he is Captain Nodo.
Captain Nodo of Nodos. Private Nodo. Yes, Sergeant First Class Nodo.
Holy shit!
Major Nodo.
You okay, Abe?
You good?
You guys can't hear that? There's a huge
No.
ass storm outside my window right now.
Oh,
No, we
There's
can't
a
hear
what
it right
outside
now.
your window?
There's
Storm.
a huge ass storm. I'm glad you guys can't hear it. I was worried it was coming through.
Is it sheets of rain and gusts of wind, the type of storm you run around in?
Yeah, actually, I might go run around in it after this.
Do it! Run around!
Fucking madman.
You gonna put on a swimsuit or something?
Swimsuit.
Anyways, so everyone prepares to at the bow of the deck. Nodo bringing his. Anyway, sir, by any chance, could I bring my own method of gliding to get down?
Nodo, do you mean the wingsuit?
No, something I took inspiration from. Remember that small incident when you knocked the door off the caravan?
Yes. What the hell are you do? Okay, you know what? I'm just curious now at this point. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I'll be on the bow of the ship. You see him proceed to walk out.
Well, let's get a move on.
Everyone proceeds to the bow of the ship. Except okay, except Kain, who's already been diving down. You have dropped. So are you just Falcon dropping right now, or are you kind of slowly gliding down?
Kind of a mix. I'm like doing spirals going down, If y'all
Okay.
have ever seen the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, them skydiving is basically what
Yes.
I'm doing right now.
Okay. as you're doing down, you're going to do old tricks right now, but you're all kind of keeping yourself somewhat close the best you can. You are decreasing in elevation, but you are keeping yourself somewhat close and stuff so that when they join you, they can catch up.
Hey, Dare.
Yeah.
You gave Michaeleen the quote unquote prototype bug armor, right?
Yes.
Does that still have a fly speed?
Yes, but it's halved.
Right. Okay.
Remember, you have an even faster fall speed. Just saying. The fly speed's shit, but your fall speed's amazing.
Yeah, I ain't
think
gonna lie.
because
I'm
of
gonna do a
these-
superhero landing.
Fall speed, instantaneous.
All right.
But how many uses does this prototype armor have, and how long would you say in game it would take for the real armor to be finished?
For the real armor, I'll probably have it done before we get to the next
City.
rift.
Okay.
I would say the next rift, depending on whether we stop or not.
Okay. Michaeleen's going to look at the backpack, and then he's going to look at the beetle that he gave him in his hand. Do you want me to test this out? Didn't you say it could also make you fly?
I mean, it's about half of the capabilities of the original. I haven't fully tested it yet. If you're willing to test it now, let's see what happens. But I'd take a backpack just in case.
Right. Okay. I'll try this, but if this ends up... Well, there's always the plan B, the backpack, which itself is not yet tested. Oh well,
Better than
9 lives
nothing.
and all that. Oh well, 9 lives and all that.
So how
Anyway.
exactly does he activate the
You
do
just
I
put it on your chest.
So
Oh,
this
it's a
one,
chest thing?
it's not a chest thing, and it's weird because it's actually back of the neck.
I imagined it would be back of the neck as well. In
And
fact,
after
I
his
actually
turn,
think it's
No,
further
no,
up,
no.
it's on
You
the
just
back of
tap.
his
No,
neck.
no, no, no. So, Michaeleen, you kind of looking at this thing. Abe just told you to just poke it in the head. You proceed to do it. Proceeds to kind of pop up, and 6 little mechanical legs kind of sit on the top of your hand a little bit as it kind of looks at you. Its little pinchers kind of. All of a sudden, it starts scurrying up your arm rather quickly, and up your shoulder. All of a sudden, you feel its little 6 little legs latch on the back of your neck and proceed to
called the
kind
nape
of
of the
dig it. Nape of the neck, and proceed to start digging in a little bit. It does hurt, and then you just kind of feel it kind of like settle in, and then all of a sudden you just feel a weird tingle at the base of your spine as you feel something kind of running down along it, and then all of a sudden these little bands of metal and proceed to start wrapping around your body, and you have a bit of an armored chest now, which looks like beetle carapace. Along with that, some more strands kind of ran down, and you have basically the equivalent of a beetle-themed T-shirt with plating, and a with bug plates on your thing, making up like a beetle back.
Do my cat ears and tails still poke out?
Yeah. So
It's only on your chest and like your
yeah, it's
torso.
only on your chest. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not the full armor.
not the full armor, just chest.
So, is there going to be more, or...
I mean, probably not for this version. This version will just cover the torso. I can try another
like to
version
s-
after this that could do more, but I'd rather get the actual one working properly without
Anyway,
the fucking
um,
curse.
Noto
Okay.
proceed. Jawbone, are you? Did you willingly walk to the bow, or are you kind of refusing at this point?
I am like reluctantly walking towards the bow just to like, for the lack of a better word, investigate, just to like see what's going on.
Okay.
Like,
Noto is
listening
walking
to what
behind.
they're saying.
Noto is walking behind you and stuff, and it looks like he's carrying some kind of board, or at least underneath his arm.
Turns around.
Arm, at least. You might want on some of these, as he's holding 2 parachutes in his hand, or 2 backpacks. You might want these. On these, as he's not even looking towards you, as he's just walking next to you.
Grabs both.
Proceeds to like haphazardly tie him on.
Nick,
Red cord
hold
when
on,
you
hold on.
jump.
Is it 2 for me, or is it like I take one and I hand the other one to like?
No, 2 backpacks specifically for you because you're a big motherfucker.
All right.
Nicholas
I
is going
thought-
to hook his
feel like-
backpack onto his chest because bug wings on the back.
I was thinking fasten 2 of them to like my shoulder blades, like fucking pool floaties.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
That's how they're on you. They're just there.
so Dare, you can look at the surfboard. You realize it's a surfboard, but you pick up that there's something more to it than meets the eye, at least.
No.
Did you make a fucking
Yes. Did you-
hoverboard?
Did you find my plans for the waiver? Or is that your design?
I have not. You haven't given me access to those particular blueprints yet. This is something I procured. They're a bit more simple and stuff, similar to what your brother's currently doing, just a bit more stylish. I think that's correct word to use.
I'm gonna yell from all the way down there. I heard that, bitch.
Okay then.
If you'd like, I didn't actually produce several versions. If you'd like, I could fetch another one for you.
No, I've actually got that. There's kind of like on the bow of the ship, there's 3 kind of oval shaped objects that are just kind of flat. They seem to blend like perfectly, but there's one button at the end of each of them that you can put your like it's like a pressure plate. You can push down a little further on to pop out the waivers, which are short range hoverboards.
Okay, so Michaeleen's going to walk up to the prow of the ship, turn around and face everyone else. Well, wish me luck, and he's just going to fall backwards off the back of the very
Do a
prow of
flip.
the ship. And he's gonna begin falling.
And there we go.
You begin falling, which, as you fall backwards, you kind of flip flop through the air a little bit, but then you manage to get to the free faller kind of stance as you kind of have your
Oh, he's
arms.
not free falling. He's full on like dart, full hands to his side, facing straight down towards the ground, falling like a dart towards the ground.
He's being a peregrine falcon.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you are quickly dropping in altitude and stuff.
I'm going
Kain,
to start activating the bug.
You proceed to engage the bug. The bio flaps proceed to pop open, which catch the air a little bit. Then the wings pop out. The carapace proceeds to lower down a little bit, so it's not as dramatic deal. But you have 2 wings now flapping on your back rather fast.
I'm still mostly using gravity to my situation, but it's a controlled descent now.
Estrella, what were you saying?
She muted herself. Oh, by the way, considering
type
this,
in
I was saying nothing. Just let me know when she's needed for a speaking role because everyone needs to know about me.
well, it
Anyways.
could be coming up pretty soon. We're all going to the pit.
Again, just let me know when I'm needed.
Next person up.
Goblin, you gonna jump?
So, how do I open these?
Oh,
What does Jawbone do?
there's a little lever that you can pull on. It's a string. It'll open it up. That way you don't die.
Right.
Since
Is
you
it
have 2, I'd pull them
cardboarded?
open at the same time.
Are they color
All right,
coordinated?
grabs both strings. Like cross my arms to like grab both strings. Like this, yanks both. Gets fucking swept away.
And well, at least I know they work.
Gust of wind. The second you pop them, they kind of pulp out, footing down. Then all of a sudden, a gust of wind kind of pulls in, and you lose balance as you proceed to fall backwards, but they're getting dragged out. The wind somehow seems to just kind of guides you towards where you need to go. As you seem to get swept off the back of the ship and then up and around and now falling down towards. The parachute seems to be kind of fouled up, but you have a feeling it's gonna end up good, just you're scared as shit. At least. And you might need to change your loincloth at the end of this trip.
I'm just gonna watch him and be like, please catch, please catch, please catch.
They catch for like for 5 seconds. He slows down for like a little bit. All of a sudden they kind of and they kind of like failing, regaging.
Not what I expected, but then again, he's heavier than the max capacity of 1, so it may be the cause of using 2. I may have to special design one for him.
In the future.
One more
Noto
thing,
seeing
guys.
that. Noto seeing that. Well, seems like I'm needed down. But I'll see you down there, Esther. As you see him proceed to just casually walk off the bow of the ship, holding the board underneath, he proceeds to just drop. As he seems to take position, putting the board underneath his feet as he kind of like starts gliding down. Similar to he's kind of leaning down, then all of a sudden, he flips the board on fly on its edge, hits a button and stuff, and a portion of the back pops out and 2 fins kind of stick up and split, catching the wind, and 2 near the front kind of flip out and catch the wind as well as he proceeds to start gliding down with his winged surfboard.
There's no
then.
sail on the board.
No. The sails on have wings. So take Jim's Hawking thing, duplicate it, put on the sides as wings, and there's a tail rod as well.
Okay. One more thing. Because I'm wearing bug armor and I'm a tabaxi, I am now cat bug.
That's fun. Well, everyone effectively jumped off the ship except one person.
Alright, well, it's time to see if these hoverboards even work.
2 people actually, because Estrella herself has not jumped.
I actually was jumping and flying down beside Michaeleen, but everyone knocked over.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm used to
As everyone proceeds to glide down to the pit, glide down deeper and deeper into the pit, you can see that the sun is now starting to arise. But with how deep it is, the temperature actually kind of is moderate. The deeper you go, the cooler it does get, at least. And you can certainly tell that there's a natural air current for this place that is constantly swirling air, at least. But you guys are making it down. You guys are about to getting close to that bottom lip, the one that's starting to, so straight down, then it tapers off and proceeds to go straight down again, then tapers off once again. And at least. So with that, you guys have the option to either just glide all the way down to the bottom or hit that edge. Hit the first or second edge and proceed to work your way down, at least. Or you guys can head straight to the bottom. That is your choice.
I vote bottom.
I vote bottom.
Bottom.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys take.
Because they can't pull the
have-
parachute cords again.
One more thing. Has Michaeleen noticed any sort of man-made structures in the pit as we were descending?
As you're descending, it is taking a lot of your focus at least, but you can roll a perception check at disadvantage if you'd like. Because again,
Okay.
this is the first time you ever flown personally, so you're kind of focusing on not dying at the moment.
I mean, he's definitely been he has been, swinging with his grappling hooks, which is kind of like flying, but not entirely.
Yeah. You get a few seconds of hang time in the air before gravity proceeds to stop pulling you down. So.
Okay. My perception check with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I got a natural 20 with Michaeleen's old dice, which is par for the course for his old dice, considering the flaws with that, and I got a 12 with his new dice.
You take the 12.
Yes.
Now add your perception bonus.
My perception bonus is +4. So
16.
16 altogether. I'm going to say, as you're going down, you're pretty sure you might have seen a few glints along the edge. It's, again, you're too far away and stuff. Again, this thing is a few miles across, so a good number of miles across. So you're pretty sure you might have seen a glint or two when the sun hit it, but you're too focusing dealing with gravity right now. All of you proceed to make it down all the way towards the third and final dip towards the bottom of this pit. As you guys start getting close to the ground or start all collective landing, this bottom pit is an easy 1,000 feet in diameter. At least. I'm going to say maybe about 20 to 50 feet of that, of the 1,000 feet. It is just a straight out slope of like sand, bits of rock and stuff that slope down, but then just smooth ground with a slight shine to it. And you guys see dead center this massive stone pillar. The stone pillar has to be at least minimum 10 feet in diameter, and maybe about 40 feet tall. Looks like completely solid stone. Lighter gray a stone than the stone currently around it. Covered in markings from what you can see. But the one thing you guys realize, and you realize once you land, that you are most certainly not alone here. As you guys are on the outskirts, at least, and I'm gonna say they didn't notice you, but you do see that there are about a dozen eyes around the pillar, kind of looking at it and poking and prodding at it a bit.
Are they wearing anything that denotes any sort of uniform, something that Michaeleen might recognize?
Their garb, at a quick, very easy look and stuff, quickly reveals that these are from the Beastman territories. It is very simple. Think samurai garb, but much lighter and scout variant.
Is there anything
In nature.
indicative of hostility?
They have not noticed you in the slightest. They are too busy
No. I
poking.
mean, do they have anything that would
weapons?
indicate...
Yes, they have weapons. Weapons. Feel free to roll perception checks for those who want to roll perception checks.
How did I not see this?
I mean, my arrival would have, if it went as I said, they would have probably noticed me because I said I was doing a superhero landing.
Okay.
My double parachute fall combined with my screeching probably would have alerted at least like a handful.
Okay. So I'll say 2 of the party members have been noticed. The other, Noto lands in with no sound whatsoever. It's like even before he hits the ground and stuff, he swoops his thing up just a little bit, hits another button, everything closes up. He grabs
What are
it.
we rolling again?
It.
Perception.
Perception checks. So with
Passive
the party
or
at
active?
least.
All right, I'll roll perception now.
Perception. Okay.
That's a 13 plus
you
4.
Estrella, you just see all you see is 12 guys.
That's
Eyes standing near this pillar.
active?
Abe,
Active?
what you get?
Is it active?
Oh, active.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay.
I got a unnatural 17.
Okay.
Ah.
24. Hold on, I'm mathing. I'm not good at this right now.
Let me roll for
No,
Jawbone.
22.
Big
Yeah,
dice.
22.
15 for Jawbone.
Maggie.
Okay. Jawbone, what's your perception?
4 plus 4.
4. Okay.
So
I'm gonna say most everyone notices this, at least besides Estrella, since she just kind of landed. At least everyone else notices and stuff that the forces seem various things that the forces seem half of them seem to have shields, the other half seem to not have shields, at least. And they all seem to be looking at it, and one of them does kind of stick out as some sort of commander, at least. He does seem to have his armor does seem to look a touch better, and there are a few extra markings on it.
How close
They
together are they all?
Some are varied. There's about maybe like 4 of them fiddling with the pillar itself. A couple standing back. He's standing with like the remainders next to him.
Okay. I'm gonna take the hoverboard and just go straight over them. Straight to the commander.
Okay.
Now, question: would you say my superhero landing kicked up a lot of dust?
Yes, it did.
Julia.
Remember, this is 1,000 feet. Eat big, so a little bit of dust isn't going to cause too much issue.
1,000-foot diameter hole.
Yeah, with the 10-foot
Isn't that
diameter,
less than a mile?
So
it's about one. It's like 1/5 of a mile.
yeah, 1/5 of a mile. So they can, with the distance that it is, they can probably see me coming ahead of time.
Yeah.
What do I notice them doing?
They see you notice at least. You can definitely see a few. The ones near him at least. They proceed to pull their shields out and form a bit of a shield wall in front of the commander. The others seem to pull out what looked like to be crossbows at least, and proceed to cock them back, and like they're aimed up at you, but they're kind of in the whole like shoot if shot at.
Gotcha. I'm gonna stop before the front forces.
Okay.
Well, hello there.
As you look and stuff, you can recognize these are Yuan-Ti, snake people. Snake people, and these are just full scalies and stuff. Snake heads, scales, the works.
Side note: in another campaign, I had a pet one of these.
Okay then. Hello there.
It was a Pokemon D&D thing, so
Focus, please. Why are you here? As he speaks, there's most certainly a bit of like pissed in the tone, but he's controlling it.
I would say I'm here for the same reason as you. To take a look at that there pillar.
What's going on? It's silent.
Yeah, because Salt doesn't have any idea what to say.
Again, trying to.
you can literally just be typical bad guy here.
You can. You absolutely can. And I could kill
Okay.
every single one of them.
Yes.
I
Like, I was gonna say, when that dust was around me, I was gonna, like-
Okay, fine. I see. Gives like a slight nod. The guys in the back proceed to unload.
Oh shit.
Oh, 6 bolts.
Gonna use
proceed
my-
to get fired.
Nope. Gonna use my reaction to pull up like my whole arm's just gonna turn into a full shield.
Okay, the bolts. The shields only gives you a +2 to AC, so I still have to roll to attack.
Cool.
I would.
I used the flat side of my jawbone to block.
You're not getting fired at the moment.
It's
Oh,
just me.
How
Because
far
I
away
got
is he?
closer.
How far away from us are they?
I'm gonna say you guys landed maybe about 200 to 300 feet out from them. Dare so far is the only one in.
So
And
I'm probably within 20 feet of them.
At the sounds
Yeah.
of shots being fired, I would like to immediately start dashing towards it.
Right. I also need this one.
Huh,
and
dashing?
yeah.
I wonder who can dash.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't know anyone who could go over 1,000 miles per
Okay.
hour.
Okay. Hey, if I'm correct, 8s will not hit.
Not at all. Not even close.
Okay, then 14 wouldn't hit.
Nope.
16,
Nope.
17,
No.
18.
No.
Okay.
How
You
much? Sorry.
anyway. You proceed to, as you see the bolts coming by and stuff, you just quickly pop that shield up, and as they're coming by you, I'm guessing at least 1 to 2 of the bolts did almost nearly gut you and stuff, but the shield closed just in time, snapping them in half. At least as everything's done and stuff, I'm gonna give everyone 1 full round of just reactions, at least just to get into position. And then I'll roll, then initiative combat will start. And to put simply, it's going to be you guys and then me. I'll just go last after you guys in reaction.
So, do I get a reaction as well?
You kind of spent yours already.
Okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to
Okay.
clarify.
Michaeleen is going to activate his boots of speed. He's going to cast haste on himself. He's going to dash over there, and he's going to use his feline agility. Now, let me quickly get some calculator.
Michaeleen, let me just remind you, you have 3 grenades with a 20-foot
Oh,
radius.
I have way more than that because the entire travel time that it took for us to get from the mountains to the actual city in the desert to the several days we spent in the city in the desert, I have quite a number of cards. to
Explosive
use.
cards.
Oh no, I was
Yes.
talking about the grenades that Abe gave you. You still
A
have
physical
3, like,
grenade.
physical grenades.
I didn't even realize
Okay.
I had those. I
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
Everyone, if you'd okay, okay, everyone figure out what you're gonna do. I have to go pee real quick.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm doing a quick speed demon thing.
I don't know, you
So
guys, but the
I
sleep
activate.
is
I have
winning.
a movement speed of 30.
What'd you say, Goblin?
I don't know about you guys, but the sleep is winning.
Man, if you gotta go to bed, you gotta sleep. It's,
Yeah, man.
you can ask these guys. I've fallen asleep multiple times with this shit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all have.
We,
Okay.
if you're tired, don't fight it, bro. Because I mean, half of us probably have insomnia.
And you're still far enough away from combat that even if you didn't do anything, you couldn't get attacked.
Perfect.
I'm pretty sure we're just doing this one combat encounter, and then that's it for the night.
Yeah.
Because we're already almost at 50 minutes. So
Okay. So the very, very
My nose
quick.
is kind of stuffed up.
So the very quick combo that I did of just activating boots of speed and haste. Those are the only 2 things I've done. Also doing the dash action
Yep.
and my feline agility. That gets me to a movement speed of 480.
Speaking of
Yeah,
movement speed, Darren, do you still have the file on my Quicksilver boots?
yeah,
When you get a chance, could you throw that my way again?
yeah.
Okay. So, Michaeleen, you take a breath and proceed to take the next 3 steps, but they almost feel in slow motion. And with that 3rd step, all of a sudden you just bolt forward and stuff, and suddenly
Do I have my sword drawn as well?
I'm gonna say, yeah, in the motions you proceed to draw your sword out. At least, but I'm gonna need you to make me a quick dex check, since this is the first time you really opened up full throttle.
This isn't full throttle. This is
Well, real first time opened up a bit. Really
okay,
opening
one
her up.
dexterity check. I have a +5 to my dexterity, and that's a 15. So that's an unnatural 20.
Okay, you manage to succeed and stuff. You quickly zoom up. Your brain has to take a few seconds and stuff to kind of adjust to this and stuff, but quickly adapts. Because you stop within like an inch of your tip of your nose and stuff, about to smash into their shields.
Can I try? Can I do one more dexterity to see if I can jump over them into a opening swing?
Sure.
Uh.
DC 20.
You're never gonna fucking believe it. Natural fucking 20.
Fuck. Okay.
Lucky bastard.
Oh, you'll leave that alone.
Bop.
I'm loving it.
No,
So-
you're
In the
not.
blink of an eye, he is in front of these guys, jumping over their shield.
Okay, I'm gonna say the way this whole turn kind of plays out is you dart forward right as you're about to like 5 feet away from the shield, you jump, and that's where your turn ends. So following combat, you'll be falling down, being able to do attack. That sound good?
Normally not the
Yeah,
best
no,
idea,
no, you just leave this
falling
forward
onto an opponent who
alone.
can just point their weapon up, but this happened like that, so I don't think they're
So
gonna...
quick, yeah,
No,
you have the
well,
advantage on this.
This is just reaction. This is not
Yeah.
first turn of combat. So DM actually won't get a chance to do anything before we do.
Yeah. So put it this way, I'm also giving you guys a turn of reaction just so everyone has a chance to move in a bit closer before combat, because otherwise you guys are going to be taking multiple turns just to move, at least.
Not me.
Yeah. So everyone, okay. Next person up, Estrella. I presume you fly and dash forward.
I dashed forward and I have my magical girl's staff ready. Although
Okay.
the
Do you pop
Oh.
transformation?
I'm still in quail form, but because
Okay.
people want to see my panties, sure, she transforms.
I don't want to cut you off, Siren, real quick.
It's okay.
I don't know if Jawbo, I think he's not going to get involved in combat because he's falling asleep. As
I'm
far
getting
as
tired too. I'm getting too.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
let's all just do this first round of combat, and then we'll go back into combat next session.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think that's a better situation. At
Yeah.
least that way the combat will be a full session and everyone will be ready for it this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're gonna cliffhanger.
Plus, we're at 52 minutes.
Yeah.
Potato.
So, okay.
Is everyone taking their reactions?
Okay.
No.
Estrella took her to action, so she proceeds to dart forward, takes a jump through the air, and kind of flies forward with her wings dashing. And as she's dashing forward, she pops a magical transformation, glitter, sparkles, magical transformations, full 9 yards. Now she's
Where's
in her.
mascot?
Spindle Flick is on her shoulder.
Hold on, everybody, just immediately.
Oh,
Panties.
yes.
Nosebleeds all throughout the stages. But no, Thimble
No.
just goes
Even
like,
the enemies, no, that's going to be a thing. Even the enemies, they take like a D6 of nosebleed damage.
but everyone
D6
basically
shock value.
Anyway,
Estrella in
Thimble
the dust.
Thimble kind of just into existence and probably in a cloud of pink smoke, and all of a sudden is like caught on her shoulder as she's like dashing forward. I'm gonna say by the end of round and stuff, she Estrella is about maybe 80 feet away from combat, darting forward. Next
Estrella,
up is Jawbone.
her duck spirit.
How far away am I again?
I'm gonna say you're
You said 200 feet.
about 200 feet out, at least.
Ooh. Yeah.
If you dash and stuff, I'll say you'll be able to make it in within close enough range.
All right.
If you charge forward, dash, and then launch yourself by slamming your weapon into the ground and
Like
launching
Artorias.
yourself forward. Yeah.
Basically, do a whole thing. Run, jump.
Yeah.
Launch
Just pull a
yourself up
hold.
into the air with
Absolutely.
your sheer
Yeah.
force of launching yourself with your weapon.
Yeah.
Turbo launch.
Yay! Jawbone proceeds to start running at full speed and proceeds to throw his arms back and forward, and all of a sudden he just jumps like 80 feet forward. Oh, it hits the ground, proceeds to do it a secondary time. I will say this: that touch of your Watt touched ability is most certainly kicking in right now.
Oh, yeah.
And Nate, you are about 200 feet out. How are you getting closing that
I'm
distance?
full blown like. Okay, so what's the surroundings like? Are there like boulders, rocks, everything?
No, dead smooth, like only dust and sand. But
Okay,
even that
well,
stuff.
Think of the Dead Sea.
I'm gonna start sprinting full bore, charging directly at them. As my body starts changing, the black takes over into like the shadowy flames you all are kind of used to, as something unfamiliar that you haven't seen yet, as a English white mass starts forming on my face as the tendrils come out and rip the ground and rip me forward.
You manage to close the distance and
you
end
guys-
up similar to
end up-
Jawbone, about 80 feet up.
As you guys watch a white mask form over my face.
Yeah, So
Okay, Ichiko.
yeah. So anyways,
no, hold on. You
anyways-
say that.
No, hold on. No, we know. It's the exact mask. Anyways, let's just all take this as a bright note that DM has very clearly stated that all of us can clear 200 feet and like that. So,
I said what I was going to say and stuff is that Nate, Siren, and Jawbone are about 80 feet out from combat. So they went 120.
still, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And I did
because-
put it this way. I gave all three of them a bit of a boost and stuff that typically isn't normal, just to making it a bit more reasonable and stuff. So maybe they only have to do one round.
We'll
of comp.
say they got it from eating Michaeleen's breakfast that morning.
If we could,
Yes.
So, hold on.
End session.
I wasn't done.
Can I
Fine.
say, Double Mad, that I'm still like I still have like adrenaline pumping through me from the massive fall.
Yes, I
Yeah,
will say
ate it a
this.
little.
Yeah, the adrenaline is still pumping.
Are you a barbarian? Can you rage?
Yes,
Yes.
He is our
he's a
barbarian.
barbar. He's a full-blooded barbar.
Beast Barbar.
Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let us know what we can improve on and what you'd like to see us do in the future. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.